Need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Madden. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
15, line, 15 line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
I can't believe they let you play.
Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 31, Murray buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point forthcoming. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
On 1st and 10. Herbert got him in. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch twist.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 60 or.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check, go.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Go.
On 4th down, Herbert. Robinson's got it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3. Showing it, showing it.
Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Ravens 18, Panthers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 26-yard line.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Bravo. Check.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. Madden, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, Murray. Complete. This is Lewis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
On 4th down, Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Same. Check it backer. He goes.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.